Okay, today I'm also going to go over a couple other things on the furnace. On this particular unit, we have a intake and exhaust system. This is a direct vent system, a high efficiency furnace. So this has both a fresh air intake and an exhaust on the furnace. So when this is combusting, making heat, or when it's cooling as well, they'll have some liquids going through this furnace, basically condensation. When this is bringing in the fresh air from outside, brings it in for combustion, it exhausts it up through this particular pipe and runs it out of the house. Same thing with some of the other pipes. When we're cooling or heating, you'll also get condensation that comes from the either burning of the fuel or the drawing of humidity out of the house in the summer. In the summertime, behind here is what we call an A coil. So it's shaped almost like an A. Looks like a radiator on two sides. Air passes over that, and that actually is what draws the humidity out of the home. And then it drains off into this pipe here and runs into the floor drain. Same thing goes for when we're making heat. You'll get condensation from burning that. It'll come out of this pipe and also drain down into the floor drain. These two both exit out of the house, one for intake, one for exhaust. They'll typically be a shorter run in your mechanical room to the outside, and on the outside of the house they'll be terminated with some elbows usually flipped up out of the way. There's no concern of one of the questions we get is say like a bird or a rodent or something like that getting into my furnace. There's screens and that sort of thing on the tops of these to prevent that from happening. So that's not usually ever an issue. And typically birds and that or other small rodents, they don't like the smell of gas. So they will typically avoid being anywhere near those pipes. One of the other pipes we have on the side, this is the drain for the humidifier. I'll go over that here in a minute. This drain is for condensate as well, so as the humidifier is running, water going over it, it's going to drain out and run again to our floor drain. And this pipe here, if we have a laundry room on a second floor, we do put in a it's called a drain pan that goes underneath the washing machine. In the event that the washing machine had a breakdown or we had a hose that was leaking, let's say, there's a pan there that'll catch that water underneath the washing machine. That water then gravity feeds down through the piping. There's a drain in the bottom of that pan that feeds all the way to the basement and goes to the floor drain. The floor drain is something you want to make sure is kept clear. Don't store things too close to the floor drain, and make sure that the pipes that are near it are not obstructed. In the event that one of these things has a backup, because something being stuck on it, it could in time cause an awful lot of water damage. So we just want to make sure that that particular area around the furnace is kept clear.